Welcome back to day 2 of Storybook Summer Camp. I hope you found some ways to color outside of the lines yesterday. How did your scribble art turn out? Did you try the walking rainbow STEAM activity? Well, today is going to take you on a whole new adventure, so have fun.
So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started coloring outside the lines.
So here's what you'll need from today's kit. Your book, a color of his own. Your notebook, Play-Doh and tricky words list. Doodle pad, markers and crayons. Color Scavenger Hunt pencil and clipboard.
Does anyone know what this is? Have you ever heard of a chameleon? A chameleon has a very special power. It can change its color based on its surroundings. Today, we're gonna read about this little guy in our story, A Color of His Own by Leo Leone. Let's get ready to listen to today's story.
Hello children, I'm Gina Rulo from Edison School, and I'm happy to be reading a story to you today from one of my favorite authors, Leo Leone. Our book today is called A Color of His Own. Leo Leone has written lots of books that you might recognize. Fish is Fish, Swimmy, It's Mine, Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse, Little Blue and Little Yellow is a favorite, Tico, Tilly and the Wall, Extraordinary Egg, Frederick, The Alphabet Tree, and another one that you might recognize, Inch by Inch. But today, we are going to pick Leo Leone's book called A Color of His Own to enjoy together. From your favorite reading or listening spot, please enjoy Leo Leone, A Color of His Own. Parrots are green. Goldfish are red. Elephants are gray. Pigs are pink. All animals have a color of their own, except for chameleons. They change color wherever they go. On lemons, they are yellow. In the heather, they are purple. And on the tiger, they are striped, like tigers. One day, a chameleon who was sitting on a tiger's tail said to himself, "If I remain on a leaf, I shall be green forever, and so I too will have a color of my own." With this thought, he cheerfully climbed onto the greenest leaf. But in autumn, the leaf turned yellow, and so did the chameleon. The leaf turned red, and the chameleon too turned red. And then the winter winds blew the leaf from the branch, and with it, the chameleon. The chameleon was black in the long winter night. But when spring came, he walked out into the green grass, and there he met another chameleon. He told his sad story. "Won't we ever have a color of our own?" he asked. "I'm afraid not," said the other chameleon, who was older and wiser. "But," he added, "why don't we stay together? We will still change color wherever we go, but you and I will always be the same." And so they remained side by side. They were green together, and purple, and yellow, and red with white polka dots. And they lived happily ever after. So when a chameleon goes in search of a color of his own, what does he find? A true friend.
Word work.
There are lots of tricky words. Sometimes they're called sight words, and these words can be tricky because many of them can't be sounded out. The way we get better at tricky words is by practicing them. So today, take out your Play-Doh and we're gonna practice building some of these words. Let's see, which word should we start with? Here's a good one, he. It's not the prettiest, but I know how to spell it, H-E, he. Wait a minute. The next word on the list is she, S-H-E. I can use what I already have and add an S to it. Now I have the word she. So get out that Play-Doh and practice your tricky words.
Would you like to learn how to draw a chameleon? It's easy. Take your paper and fold it into quarters. And now start with the head. Draw a quarter circle. That looks great. All right, it's time to add the body. Draw a simple body behind. Notice it's a little smaller than the head. It's time to add those legs now. Here we go. 2 of them. 1 at the head, 1 at the body. The next part is really fun. Draw a curly tail. Down, around, up and back. It's kind of loopy, isn't it? Wow, it's looking great. Next, you're going to add an eye and then a curly tongue. The tongue kind of reminds me of the tail. What about you? That looks wonderful. Next, you're going to add some stripes to the body and then all the way down around the tail. That's a lot. Give your picture a special look. Is your chameleon on a branch? Are there leaves below? Add whatever you'd like. Next, you might even want to put in a sun. Design the sun the way you'd like. Wow, your picture is looking great. And it's not finished yet. Now for the fun part. That's when you get to add your own creative ideas. Go ahead. Pull out all those colors, and then you can decide. Give him a color of his own. That's it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Make sure you send us those pictures. Your chameleon's gonna look great. How am I being mindful? Take 30 seconds every day to be mindful of something around you. Today, I'll be a mindful eater. When I'm having my snack, I'm going to take notice of what I'm eating. First, I'll look at it. What colors and shapes do I see? Then I'm going to listen to my food. What does it sound like? Then I'm going to touch it. Is it smooth, bumpy, or rough? And then I'm going to smell it. What does my food smell like? And then I'm going to taste my food and put it on my tongue, but I'm not going to chew it yet. Wow, that felt great. So what's next? Whoa.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens, Mrs. Parker here from first grade. I have an awesome joke I want to share. Are you ready? What color is a burp? Are you ready for the answer? Purple! All right, I hope you enjoyed my joke. See you next time.
It's full steam ahead with today's activity.
Edison summer campers, I heard that you are going on a scavenger hunt this week to look for colors, right? So here we are at the garden. What color do you think that we see the most of in the garden? Did anyone say green? There's a ton of green out here, and sometimes if you just go past, you think that all there is just green leaves. But let's go inside and see what other colors we can find here. So we see a lot of green leaves in our strawberry garden, but if you look closer, you can see white and you can see yellow, and that's where the strawberry is forming. Let's see if we can find any red in our strawberries. Oh, I see one over there. Do you see that red strawberry? And this one is starting to turn red. You can see a few red pink colors on it. Let's see. I know I saw something orange in here. Oh, here we go. So here's some beautiful yellow and orange flowers. These are called calendula, and they're just a happy, nice flower that comes back every year, has really cool, spiky looking seeds. And the fun thing about these flowers are the petals are actually edible. So if you wanted to put a couple orange or yellow petals on your salad or on your sandwich, you could use this flower. So we've got green, we've got white, yellow, and orange. Oh, here's a different color yellow. This is a flower on our collard green plant. What color yellow would you say this is? I'd say lemon yellow, sunny yellow. It's a really pretty color. Oh, here's a cool color. This is an eggplant plant. It doesn't have any eggplants yet, but look at what color its stem and its leaves are. They're a beautiful purple. Oh, and here is some red lettuce. It's kind of a purplish red. Well, I think we're almost out of garden colors, but if you start to look on the ground, you'll see all different little plants coming up. Some of these are weeds and some of them are things we planted. And this beautiful pinkish purple one is called amaranth. It comes back every year. Maybe you've seen it in the garden. It gets really tall with big flowers that fall down. Amaranth is a flower and a grain, and you can eat its leaves, its seeds, and its stems. What colors are you gonna find when you go on your scavenger hunt?
Good afternoon, this is Andrew from Erie Farm to School, and I'm here at the beautiful Edison garden on this wonderful warm day. Now, I don't know if you all have really thought a lot about colors before, but imagine a world without them. Life would be rather dull. we often only think of there being 6 true colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. However, there is an infinite number of color possibilities out there. Think of a box of crayons with all those different colors with strange names. You see, not only do we have red, we have dark red, we have light red, we have everything in between. We also have other different shades by mixing colors next to each other on the color wheel, like red and orange to get scarlet. Many of these beautiful colors, we can find them in nature or in the garden. And if we pay closer attention, we may be able to notice more of these beautiful different color variations than we realized were there before.
Maroon. Here is a red trillium. Scarlet. Take a look at this Indian paintbrush. Goldenrod. Notice the black-eyed Susan. The leaves of the hart's tongue fern are chartreuse, which is a light green. Hunter green. We see that in this rattlesnake plantain. In the pincushion moss, we have silver green. Virginia bluebells. They are baby blue. My favorite color, royal purple, which we see in this larkspur. We have a coneflower. It's dusty pink. A wild rose. It's rose pink. And lastly, a raspberry with magenta flowers.
Thanks for joining us today for Storybook Summer Camp. We're so glad that you were here and we can't wait to see you back tomorrow. Don't forget that every time you answer a question on Google Classroom and join us for a Zoom call, you'll be entered to win a prize at the end of the week. I hope you find some ways to color outside of the lines today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hope you had a good time. If you can, take a moment and fill out the survey listed below. And don't forget, there's a Zoom meeting every day at 11 o'clock where you can join your friends. Hope to see you there. The link is listed below. Goodbye.